Okay, we're gonna do a pre-trip inspection. We're gonna start with your glass. Everything that's eye level, we're gonna hit first. We've got your mirrors. Make sure they're properly mounted and secured. Make sure they're adjusted for your preference. Make sure they're not cracked, damaged, or broken. Okay, you're gonna check all your glass. Make sure that all your windows roll up, roll down. You're gonna check your mirrors over here. Make sure they're not cracked, damaged, or broken. Checking all of the glass, making sure it's not cracked, damaged, or broken. Okay, moving over to your seat belt. Let's grab your seat belt real quick. Make sure that that fastens. It's not frayed or no slits in it, anything like that. You're gonna come over to your windshield washers and fluid. Make sure that's in good working order. Check your city horn, your highway horn. Okay. Make sure your steering plate is no more than 2 inches or 20 degrees. Coming over, you're gonna check your indicator lights. You're gonna make sure that your hazards work. Your left turn signal, right turn signal, high beams, low beams. And then you're gonna come over and check your gauges. I start from the left and I work my way to the right. That's why we don't jump around. That way we don't jump around. You've got your water temperature. You've got your oil pressure. Water temperature, just making sure that the function of the gauge works. You're making sure that your gauge works on your oil pressure. It goes up to about 40 pounds of pressure. Your voltmeter is at 14.2. You come over to your air gauges. Make sure your air supply gauges work. You're going to make sure that the function of the gauge works properly going up. You're going to check your parking brake. Make sure that your knobs are in good working order and not cracked, damaged, or broken. Coming over to your heater defroster, you're going to make sure that that works properly, turns on, blows warm. You're coming over to your back over to here. We're going to administer your brake tests. So your first test, we're going to do a static test. A static test is just watching the air gauge, making sure it doesn't drop more than 3 psi. To start that, I'm going to start the test by getting out. I'm going to get out. I'm going to chock the wheels. I'm going to get back in. I'm going to put it in first gear. And then I'm going to turn the engine off. I'm going to turn the key on. I'm going to release the brakes. Okay, release the brakes. And then I'm going to watch my gauge. Okay, we're going to watch that for 1 minute. Make sure that it doesn't drop more than 3 psi in 1 minute. Okay, once we've done that, we're going to start the second test. The second test, I pull my brakes out, I start everything all over again. Okay, you start the truck, you build it to normal pressure. Okay, you tell the tester, I'm going to get out, chock my wheels. They're already chocked still, so you get back in the truck. You turn the key off, you turn the engine on, you release your brakes. After that initial drop, we're going to watch the gauge to make sure that it doesn't leak more than 4 psi when holding the brake down for 1 minute. Okay, after 1 minute, we start the truck again. After 1 minute, it doesn't leak more than 4 psi. That test is over. Okay, we start the truck, build the air up, and now we're going to do our bleed down test. Our bleed down test, once again, you're going to start over with your new test. You're going to get out, chock the wheels. You're going to come in the cab. You're going to build the air up to normal pressure. Once the truck has gotten up to normal pressure, the engine goes off, the key goes on, you release your brakes. Okay, and then you're going to fan the brakes down. Around 60 psi, you're going to get a warning light or buzzer, one or the other. And then 45, 25, your brakes are going to pop out. Good, and then your brakes will come on. There you go. That is your bleed down test. So those are 3 brake tests that will get you past the test. That's your pre-trip inspection. Good luck.